Hello Virgo, welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading for who you may be dealing with and what they're up to. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Theyre Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Virgo, I have to just say on the bottom of the deck, we have the sun on one side, and then the Nine of Swords on the other side, and it's kind of like this shit's too bright. I wear my sunglasses at night. There it is, Virgo. The Nine of Swords coming out. Yeah. All right, dude. Goodness. So jumping into this, Virgo. Love. They're showing me love is too bright. Love is too bright. It kind of hurts to see it, to feel it, to experience it. I think that's love. Love will kind of pinpoint and pull all your flaws and insecurities to the surface and all your imperfections, and it's like, here I am. You know, that's why the Lover's card in the tarot is two people bearing everything to each other. Like, here I am. But jumping into this, what they show me, Virgo, there's definitely something they feel pretty good about themselves, and they are starting or doing something new for themselves. But at the same time, whatever this is, I kind of feel like they go into this with a very sharp, keen eye. It almost kind of seems and feels like they're wanting to acknowledge or address the connection the two of you have, but for some reason, it's a whole lot of energy about kind of taking it easy, resting, recovering, relaxing, kind of clearing their thoughts and clearing their mind. And then there's the connection. So I don't know if this is in, you know, a living situation or what this is about, but that connection between the two of you, that's where they kind of go through it. Even though it doesn't seem and feel initially like there's anything going on, there's a whole lot of conflict within themselves, which is causing a lot of anxiety, stress, panic. And it almost kind of seems and it feels like the way they perceive this or kind of view themselves or think about their own thoughts, it feels like they're kind of, how do I say this? It feels like they're creating a mental feedback loop. It's like, let's just say if you have anxiety and you're stressing out about your anxiety is now feeding itself, and it's kind of running on autopilot without your control. That's what they're saying. They're kind of saying it's kind of like they shouldn't be feeling what they feel. They shouldn't be thinking what they think. And because of that, they're kind of feeling a little bit like let down to themselves. And that's what's causing a lot of pain and suffering. But they do realize and understand this about themselves, or realize this side. And what's nice to see though, what's that song? The lyrics are, some days I just wish it would rain. And it's kind of like that there's something going on within them that is slowly beginning to kind of crack their heart open and, you know, get through to that, get through that shell. And that's what's nice though, because they're ultimately saying that's like, they are healing themselves and saying like, wow, they actually are pretty happy. They actually are pretty happy. And that's creating like this overall energy of like confidence within them again. You know, it can't just be all hot 100-degree summer days. Otherwise, you know, everything dies and fries up. There's got to be rain. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, relationships aren't easy. That's for sure. Relationships, I mean, look around, Virgo. Relationships aren't easy. If relationships were easy, everyone would be in one. You don't get into a relationship to make your life easier. They're not just some extension or resource or tool to help your life kind of scoot on. So jumping back into this, they're definitely realizing this about themselves. They definitely are. I kind of feel like there's an overall energy of acceptance and leaning into this. And what's nice about this overall energy of acceptance, they're definitely not only accepting, but they're also surrendering. And because of that, they're clearing out a lot of that anxiety, that stress, that pain, that fear, that worry. It's a clearing, it's a cleansing. It's an emotional cleansing, Virgo. And they're having that realization. And because of that, it's kind of like when those dark clouds clear and all of a sudden they're kind of saying, oh, wow, literally, as I'm looking at it, those dark clouds clear and all of a sudden the heavens open up. It's kind of like, okay, well, let's assess what's happened or what's taking place. Is anything flooded? Does anything need to be managed or upkept or taken care of or fixed on or worked on? Because they're definitely showing up kind of like, once again, like fired up and ready to go and work on things and fix things. And that's where I kind of get the message, Virgo, of relationships aren't easy. They're not. They're not. They're kind of showing me like, well, how did things turn out this way? And it's like, well, how does life turn out anyway? Life just happens. It happens to you, but also for you to kind of learn those experiences and lessons along the way so that you can create the life and live the life that you want. But for some reason, it's almost kind of like, yes, they want to work on things, but I kind of get the sense, emotionally speaking, like they wish things were moving further along. But that's what it's all about. It's not about the destination, Virgo. It's all about the journey. The destination is the grave, the tombstone. And Finn, it's like, you really, you know, what's everyone rushing around in life trying to get to? The grave? The tombstone? Unless you have like a weird attraction to the afterlife and you're like, I don't like this one. Can I get another one, please? I still feel like they're leaning towards the energy of confidence, because as things are progressing and moving forward, once again, it's kind of like those clouds come back around and they're emotionally considering what they want to do, but I feel like they're just choosing to make the best of it while they can. And that's what it's all about, you know? Live life while you have life. Live it to the fullest in the present. And that's why they call it the present, because it's a gift. They're showing me, you know what? Let me just try and look at this a different way. Let me look at this a different way and figure out what can be done to kind of piece all this together and kind of just move forward with things. They're learning though, Virgo. They're learning. Yeah, they're tired, but they're learning. Aren't we all? There it is. There it is. Nice. They're getting in deeper touch with themselves. They are. Yeah, hard work. That is for sure. Agreed. That's hard work. Never losing track of oneself, but always staying conscious aware of the thoughts and the emotions, going through the ups and downs of life, but always remaining aware of, you know, what your own internal guidance system is letting you know, and, you know, kind of allowing that to direct you. The spiritual side of life. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a fire sign, an earth sign, an air sign, or a water sign. Goodbye.